Hello guys, today we will be discussing about the differences between the Democratic Quad and the China Squad, which has been made recently by China, Pakistan, Afghanistan and Russia. So without wasting further more time, let's get into the brass tacks. Well, even as the surpass of the Quad democracies, the United States, India, Japan and Australia prepare for a summit of the top leaders in Washington later this year. A rival quadrilateral grouping led by principal challenger China is in making with Russia, Pakistan, and Iran. Fired by the hubris of the successful centenary of the CPC, that is, the Communist Party of China, Beijing has been plotting its next moves on the geopolitical chessboard, and countering Quad is one of them. Is there a credible threat to the Democratic Quad? Understanding China's coalescence with each of these actors is instructive. Despite a complex and troubled past in recent years, the China and Russia relationship has gone from strength to strength. The two define it as a comprehensive strategic partnership that can be turned into an alliance if necessary. On June 1st, the foreign ministers of China and Russia marked the 20th anniversary of the signing of the Treaty of Good Neighborliness and Friendly Cooperation. The treaty is viewed as a bulwark against the US led West and a pact of solidarity to perpetuate Sino Russian preeminence and influence in world affairs. The two nations are neighbors and partners in the combat against COVID 19 and are deepening cooperation in trade, economy, scientific cooperation, and technological innovation. Russia supplies energy resources to China and shares defense technologies. In turn, the Chinese provide capital, equipment, and goods needed by the Russian. Lurking Russian suspicions that China seeks its territory in the Far East and perception that Moscow has become a junior partner are troublesome. But these reservations are kept in check for the larger needs of the relationship. Then there is China's relationship with Pakistan, fueled by shared hostility towards India, which are of a different level of depth altogether. In a joint statement on November 25, 2018, the two nations projected themselves as good neighbors, close friends, iron brothers, and trusted partners, with an all weather strategic cooperative partnership from which Pakistan continuously draws political and economic dividends. China recognizes the central geostrategic location of Pakistan and its value in keeping India pinned down to being only a regional player. Strategic congruence, economic benefits, and close security cooperation make up this relationship. Its attempted collaboration to counter the three evils of extremism, terrorism, and separatism should not fool anyone, except to signal that Islamabad refrains from any action that hampers China in dealing harshly with its Muslim minority. China Iran relations, marked by shared hostility towards the United States, are seeing signs of consolidation in March. In March, the two countries agreed to a 25-year commitment to enhance comprehensive economic cooperation. At the heart of this deal is China's plan to invest 400 million in Iranian projects against a long-term supply of oil and gas to China. The Iranian Foreign Ministry clarified that the agreement contained a roadmap but not only contract, figure, or exclusive right to other party. This agreement builds on President Xi Jinping's visit to Iran in January 2016 and comprehensive strategic partnership to support their core interests such as independence, national sovereignty, and territorial integrity, and Iran's commitment to one China policy. To cut a long story short, I would say the task then for the Democratic Quad surpass is delineated. Use all available levers to weaken China's relations with its three partners. China's potential Quad is flawed because it is founded on limited common interests and rivalries and is not backed by compelling principles and values. The Quad of democracy should strengthen itself and the surpass should watch China's move carefully. Well, with this, signing off. Thank you for listening.